Good morning, boys and girls. Another week is about to be in the books. All right. Today we're switching it up finally from percents and markups and all that good stuff. And today we're talking about scale factor, okay? So today's date is 4/3/20. All right. If you remember, we did a quick couple days on scale factor. And this was when we took the scale and we put it over the original and then we got the scale factor. All right. So when we're doing scale factor, it's going to be scale over actual. Okay. Or the whole percent, which is 100, or it was always model over real, right? Remember? Model over actual. Okay. So I'm going to show you number one. Use a diagram below to create a scale drawing using the scale factor of 133 1/3%. Write the numerical equations to find out the horizontal and vertical distances in the scale drawing. All right. So with my board here, it's kind of hard to draw the actual model. So I'm just going to talk you through it, okay? And I'm going to mark down every single thing that we do. All right. So the first things first is that I have to find the scale factor, okay? So since we have a percent, right, we know that our scale is 133 1/3. And in this case, we're dealing with a percent. So what's the percentage always out of? What's the highest percent that we can get on a test? It's 100. Okay, so I want to find out what my scale factor is. So first things first, I'm going to change my mixed number here into an improper. So I got 133 times 3, which is 399. And then 399 plus 1 is 400. Okay, and don't forget, you keep it over 3, right? You keep your denominator. And we're putting that all over 100. Okay? So now we don't like this. I don't like this because it's a fraction over a fraction, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of that 3, okay? And how do I get rid of that 3, you ask? Well, if it's 400 divided by 3, what's the opposite of dividing by 3? What's the inverse? It's multiplying by 3, okay? Because essentially I'm multiplying by 3 over 1, right? So don't forget what you do to the top, you do to the bottom. Multiply by 3. So these cancel, right? Remember? This is 1, this is 1. So now my new scale factor is 400 over 100 times 3, 300. Now, again, this is too big for me. I don't like it. So I'm going to take this down one more time. All right, if you remember the tricks that I always told you about matching up zeros, look, boom, 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 boom. So our new scale factor is 4 over 3. Okay? The scale factor is 4 over 3. All right? So now we're looking at our picture. We got the pitchfork, right? So we have the vertical handle, the one that goes up and down. We got the horizontal piece, and we got the 1, 2, 3, 4 fork pieces. Okay? So what you have to do now is you have to count every single, well, you don't have to count every single piece, but you have to count each piece, okay? So for the first one, I'm going to count the horizontal distance across. Horizontal distance. Okay? And if you're asking what that is, this is the horizontal distance, okay? This is the vertical distance. Yep, this is the vertical distance, and these are the forks, okay? So what we're doing is, on your paper, you're just counting how many boxes they have, all right? So the horizontal distance, I'm just counting across. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? So what do I do with 9 and my scale factor? Just multiply. 9 times 4 over 3. All right? You with me? So 9 times 4 is 36. 3 times 1 is 3, right? This really means to me 36 divided by 3. So my horizontal distance across is now going to be 12. Okay? So now I'm looking at the vertical distance, each one of the forks, okay? The forks, fork pieces. All right? So I'm looking at the fork. I got 1, 2, 3. So each fork is 3 going vertical, right? I'm going to run out of room here. All right? So again, I just multiply that by our scale factor, 4 over 3, right? So now I got 12 over 3, which is really 12 divided by 3. So each one of my fork pieces are going to be 4. 1, 2, 3. I got 4 fork pieces. So when you're making your picture, make sure that you make 4 fork pieces, okay? And finally, all I have to do now is the handle. The handle's on top of the fork, right, where you eat. So I'm counting the the handle. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in my original drawing, I got 6 going up, okay? But again, I'm going to multiply by the scale factor, which is 4 over 3. All right, 6 times 4 is 24. 3 times 1 is 3. All right, and 24 over 3 is really just 24 divided by 3, okay? So on your new picture that you're going to make, the horizontal line across is going to be 12 now, okay? On your new picture, right, instead of 3, the fork pieces are going to be 4. And on your new picture, instead of 6, the handle is now going to be 8, okay? Because you're making a scale factor of 133 1/3, which means you're going up 33 1/3% in your picture, okay? If you have any questions, please drop them in the Google Classroom. All right, have a great day and happy Friday. And have a great weekend.